In the name of Amen, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust as the Republic of Mentellect, the true 144,000, the real new covenant, SNEW, the real new covenant that's being gathered in this day and time and going into the future. Good evening. I am your host, the intellectual Nuben Menkares, and this is Mentellect Radio. And tonight we're going to be asking the question and answering it. Do black people really worship the devil? The answer is yes. Yeah. Black people have been worshiping the devil for a very long time, especially since their time here in America when they came across your so-called Caucasian people, when they allowed themselves to be put into bondage under these people and eventually settled with the bad negative treatment that these people put on them, the hell that these people put on them. Evil or the devil is when you worship negative things, be it negative treatment, a negative mentality, negative actions. That's the worship of the devil. It's not sitting around here worshiping so much of a physical being, because the physical being houses the negative aspects. So we're going to dispel the myth of a devil with horns in the head, or that the devil is just white, Caucasian. You have black devils, yellow devils, all races of devils, right? Just as you have good people. When you acknowledge and uphold that which is good or righteous, then you worship God. We, as Mentellians, we acknowledge and follow judgment, right? We acknowledge and follow judgment. We don't worship good or evil. We acknowledge judgment as Mentellians, as the bright race. We acknowledge judgment. We uphold judgment. In judgment is the power to be lords over gods and devils. So we acknowledge judgment as Mentellians. We do not follow good or evil. We follow judgment, right? Judgment. Judged mentally. People who can be judging their actions mentally and judging the actions of others mentally. However, black people who are in the churches following the image of white Jesus Christ, whether it's white Jesus Christ or black Jesus Christ, that's the image of the devil. Jesus is the image of the devil. Why do I say that? Because when you were exposed as Christians here in the society to Jesus Christ through slavery, right? When you were exposed to that image of Jesus Christ, you started to worship that image of Jesus Christ in your black churches, right? In your temples or wherever you were at, you were worshiping that image of a white Jesus. And in worshiping that image of a white Jesus or a Caucasian or pale Jesus, you were worshiping the image of the devil, because the same people who forced that on you, forced that image on you to worship, you chose to follow it freely. You chose to worship those who were doing evil to you, the image of those who were doing evil to you. So if you choose to worship the image of those who are doing evil to you, then you follow the devil. The white man is the devil, just as the black man is the devil, just as the Asian man, the East Indian man is the devil, because they do things unrighteously and without pure logic, without pure rationale. All of their evil is based on emotion. Even in their Bible, it says that their God loved and hated, right? And even it says their God in the Bible wept, or I forget how they say that God was remorseful of creating humans, right? That this God was remorseful, that this God is jealous in the Bible, all emotional. So their gods, just as their devils, which are really people, are emotional beings. And these emotional beings were the Amen being that came down here on earth. When they came into the earth, they began to get emotional. They basically lost their minds. They lost their contact and started to act like the human creation. And then this is where good and evil, positive and negative, started to split off in this polarity state on earth. But prior to that time, there was logical judgment. There was no good. There was no evil. There were no polarities. There was just logical judgment. So some chose to go with that evil and negative side of the polarity of that race of people who have that who turned into a spiritual energy on earth, right? They chose to go with that negative force, that negative energy of those beings who were left here on earth. They chose to go with them and follow the image of those beings, the evil. And that evil went into black people, it went into white people, it went into all races of people, heavily. And that good went into people as well, of all races. But it was still a polarity, and it was still somewhat balancement, but it was unpredictable. Like you'll have people who will be in good one minute, then they evil or bad the next minute. That's unpredictability. That's not how we're supposed to be as judges of the world or lords of the world. We're not supposed to operate on good or evil. Right? As the bright race, we operate on judgment. We don't have any good and evil, any positive and negative in our mindset. We operate on pure judgment, on pure logical judgment. However, black people have, as you can see, do not operate on pure and logical judgment, because it is not logical to follow the image of a Caucasian god, right? Or try to paint the god in blackface and call it Jesus or Yahweh Shai or whatever, because the only reason you so-called Israelites and you so-called black people that follow what you call black Jesus, the only reason you do that is because you got brought up on the image of white Jesus in the story of the cross and all this other business. So it's nothing but white Jesus and black face that you so-called Israelites and black Christians and Muslims who following Jesus and reading in the Bible talking about Jesus or Christ was a black man and whatnot, when that's actually not Jesus being described in the Bible or a character named Jesus. The character Jesus was the creation of evil people, your Greeks and Romans, degenerate people, homosexuals and lesbians, a bunch of degenerate people. They created the image of Jesus Christ, which is why it's a Greco-Roman name, Jupiter Zeus. So that energy of Jupiter Zeus or Jesus Christ from the Greeks and Romans, who are a bunch of homosexuals and lesbians and degenerates, right, is heavily within religion. So if you're following the mythological god of Jupiter Zeus or Jesus Christ, and it came from a bunch of degenerate people, a bunch of evil people, then you follow the devil. You follow the devil. Those who follow negative energy are the people that follow the devil. If you follow negative energy, you follow the devil. If you're hanging out with a bunch of people that get high all day, that don't do nothing, tattoo their bodies up and all this other nonsense, smoke weed all day, drink liquor, you follow the devil. You follow a bunch of negative, degenerate people. So you follow the energy of that demonic or devilish people. You follow that. If you sitting around a bunch of people who are accomplishing nothing with their lives, and you hanging out with these people and you doing nothing with your life, or you want to do something with your life, then you follow the devil. You follow the devil. You follow negative energy, because negative energy is energy that is not being utilized for anything. So you follow the devil. If you follow people who are not about the evolution or the growth into the highest state of self, like the majority of you so-called black race, I just want to keep revolving in the revolution of darkness, of religion, of ritual, spiritual, all these special rituals and things like that, from getting high to chasing money to chasing sex to doing all these things that you do within that ritual, then you worship the devil, because the devil is all about ritual. Evil is all about rituals. In your so-called satanic worship, what do? They do rituals. They do rituals. And rituals work in a rotation. In your so-called religious belief, what do? They do rituals. They do rituals. And what do rituals? Rituals work in a rotation, right? They work in a circular or a rotative order, right? And from there you get the word spiritual, or special rituals. And a lot of you people claim to be spiritual or spirit beings. So that means you work in a rotation of demonic energy. Why? Because the very people that run the society are a bunch of devils. They are a bunch of devils. The people that run society, the people that run corporate America are a bunch of devils. Right? And I'm not saying it because they white. I'm saying it because they do evil. Just like the black people that help them, that they send out here to control, that they send out here to keep you in that rotation of evil and demonic, and that demonic force of energy. They devils too. And if you knowingly following this demonic and devilish energy, then you follow the devil. Like I said, we're not going to sit up here and just make the devil a physical person, even though the devil is a physical person that houses negative energy. That's man. That's woman. Black, white, red, yellow, don't matter what color you are. You can be of any color, of any gender, and house devilish or demonic behavior. And that's this world, because it works in a matrix. It works in a rotation. It works in the submental and degenerate energy in this society and around the world. There's a degenerate and submental energy on this world, and it's going through the people. It permeates the people through the music, through the movies, right? It permeates the world. And then you have on the other side, you have people who are somewhat good. They have some good in them, right? And they think that's it. But like I said, it's unpredictable because it bounces back and forth. You can never trust people who are good, because eventually they're going to be evil. You cannot trust good people, because eventually over time they'll turn evil. And that's just the balance coming out in them. But we, as the bright race, we as the Mentalians, we are above the balance. We are above the balance. We don't choose right or left, right? We choose the bright side, or the bright road, which is logic, rationale, and judgment. That is above good and evil. Judgment is above good and evil. This is what we follow, is the bright race. We're not of the black race. The black race follows the devil. The so-called black man, like a lot of these young people, y'all worship money. You worship money. You got people that tattoo the image of George Washington and slave masters, people who were slave masters. They'll tattoo these people who had their people in slavery and bondage on their bodies, right? Jefferson, Lincoln, Washington. You tattoo slave masters, right? You tattoo slave masters on your body, right? Why do you do that? Because you worship the devil. You worship people. You forget about the evil they did to your people. You don't care about that. All you care about is their image and the perception of power, or the conception of power you think these people have. But the power they have is really in your mind. The power that they have is in your mind, and that power that they have in your mind is an evil or negative energy. Because you're not even looking at the fact that these people who they refer to, the so-called Caucasians, refer to these people as the fathers of the founding fathers, that these were a bunch of degenerates, a bunch of people that owned slaves, warmongers, right? People that put hell on your people, that allow hell to exist on your people, and yet you still worship their image. You still worship their image on the money. You worship their image, so you worship the devil. You worship the devil. If you worship Jesus Christ, you worship George Washington, you worship the devil. You represent you worship the people who kept you in a state of bondage and still do to this day. You still in the Christian church, you calling yourself black Christians and worshiping Jesus, white Jesus, a lot of you. That's a sign that you worship the devil. Them people over there in Africa, the so-called missionaries go over there, and the Africans got hell put on them by the so-called white man, and then he brings over his missionaries to push a religion. First he sends the mercenaries, then he sends the missionaries. The mercenaries are the killers, and then he sends the missionaries, the ones who are going to push the dead image of Christ, their dead God, their false God, their demonic God. And if you don't worship the image of that beast, If you don't worship the image of their God, they're ready to kill you. But these are the same people that burn a cross, right? These are the same people that call you a nigger, but then you're supposed to worship their image and worship their God. That is illogical. That is crazy, and y'all do it. You do it. You worship the image of the beast, of the devil, and you don't think nothing about it. You so-called black women, you worship the image of the white woman. You wear your hair like her. You read their books. You're fascinated with the things they have to say. And these are a bunch of degenerate people. You got the black woman, she lives her life to follow the white woman. The black man, he lives his life to follow the white man. So you worship the devil. You worship the devil. A bunch of degenerate people. Low-level people. You don't look to the higher self because in a lot of you there is no higher connection. So you look to the lower self. And these people represent the lower self, but you still look up to these people, and they represent the lower self. And if you could put the image of Jesus Christ up there and worship that white image of Jesus Christ, under which your people were enslaved, under which crosses were burned on your lawn, and you were terrorized and hung, yet you could still share the same religion with these people, share the same God with these people, then you worship the devil. You worship the devil. How are you going to sit up here and call the white man the devil, like a lot of you Christians and black Muslims did, but yet you are sharing gods with the devil? You worshiping their same gods. You worshiping their same gods. You reading out of the same books they reading out of. Right? You calling yourself after having the same names as them. So how are you any different than they are? They wouldn't do that if it was you. If somebody handed them a black Jesus, the most liberal Christian, white Christian, would not worship that image. If they handed a white liberal the blackest so-called Jesus or God or Lord to worship, he's not worshiping that image. She's not worshiping that image. Why? Because that image is not them. They want their own image. You want somebody else's image. You would rather worship the image of the devil than the image of yourself, which you claim to be as God or be in the image of God. But yet you worship the image of the devil. You worship people that don't look like you. That goes for you black Muslims that still got Fard Muhammad picture up there, who you call Master Fard Muhammad. Even though you're going and claiming he's a so-called black man, he has very little evidence to prove that he's a so-called black man. Very little evidence is there. You just going off of hearsay. And then y'all ran right over, you black Muslims ran over there and started worshiping or following behind some teachers of L. Ron Hubbard. It's bad enough you following an Arab religion and you want to claim that it's black people's religion. There's no such thing as a black people's religion. There's no such thing as no Islam being a universal teaching. It's a religion and a culture, slave trading. You want to try to rewrite history, but when you do that, you're lying. And if you're lying to rewrite history so that you fit in it, then you are following the devil, because that's what the devil does. They say the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar, and if you lying, then you worship the devil. You just like them. You're not even going to acknowledge the truth that the Arabs had your people in slavery just like the white man. You're not even going to acknowledge that truth. You rather lie about it. You rather lie about it. When the truth come out, you want to fight against it. You want to curse somebody out. You ready to kill somebody. That's why I said that's the devil in you. That's the devil. That's the devil. You don't even, when you stop, you don't even want to hear the truth. You don't want to even hear logic. You don't close your ears off to that because you become so emotional. You become so driven by your emotion, by your feelings, because you got attached to something. You like Islam, you like Christianity, you like Judaism, or whatever you find in the Bible and the Quran, or you like all that stuff. You fell in love with that book, so you ready to accept the lie. You ready to accept the lie as the truth. If you do that, you worship the devil. I'm gonna just be real with you. If you do that, you worship the devil. You worship the devil, because if you claim to be righteous people, then you're gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If you're truly about the higher self, because the higher self, when dealing with the higher self, the God self, and going into the Lord self, because you should strive to want to be a race of lords, not gods, a race of lords, because the Lord is over God and the devil, as I explained before. Because God and the devil is based on emotion. You should be striving to be a race of lords, a race of judges on a higher level beyond God and the devil, beyond the emotion of good and evil and that polarity. You should be striving for that essence of the higher self, that extended state of the higher self, so that you're not going to be bounced back and forth between good and evil, bad and good, positive and negative. You should be striving for that. But instead, you strive either to be good, you now strive to be bad. You strive to be the most degenerate, negative people, or you trying to be a holy roller and a high, and just you just trying to be so good. But like I said, it's the same. It's the opposite side of the same coin. Either you too bad or you too good. It's the same. It's the same opposite side of the same coin. It's the same thing. Whether you worshiping God or worshiping the devil, it's still negative. It's still evil. Your God in the Bible did evil things based on emotion. Read your Bible. Your God in the Bible did things based off of jealousy, envy, right? And he was sorry and sorrowful over creating man, as they say in your Bible. So your God is very emotional. You can't trust an emotional person. You damn sure can't trust no emotional God, because one minute he's being good, next minute he's being bad. Next minute he's destroying people that he created. He's destroying people that he created with flaws. You create people with flaws, then destroy them for having those flaws. What kind of madness is that? Your God and your devil don't make sense. So whether you following God, whether you following the devil, it's all the same thing. Evil takes precedent over the good. Why? Because this world and the people in it vibrate toward evil. You vibrate toward evil. Evil is exciting to you. It's no fun being good to y'all. It's no fun. You rather get high. You rather be a whore and a slut. Right? You rather, like the Negro say, oh, I don't trust nobody. Like that guy Nelly said, I don't trust nobody who ain't got no dirt on them. They got to have some dirt on them. You got to have a little dirt on you. Right? How about being above good and evil? But you don't know how to do that. So you stay trapped within good and evil. You stay trapped in the mindset of God and the devil. You don't know how to be above good and evil. So you're constantly having this back and forth effect. You're constantly going back and forth. One minute you feel like being good, then the next minute you bad. Unpredictable. That's how emotional people are. Unpredictable. Right? You can't trust emotional people. You can't trust good people, just like you can't trust bad people, because they always have the ability to change up within a drop of a dime. They always have that ability. You want people who are logical and rational, people who are above good and evil, people who are above God and the devil, above positive and negative. People who are acting logical and rational in their actions and their deeds, where you're not going to see any good in what they do and you're not going to see any bad in what they do. You're going to see just what it is, the reality in what they do, the necessity in what they do. The necessity. That's a road above good and evil. That's a road above good and evil. That's a lane above. That's something black people don't know about. You've chosen to follow the devil. Your God and the devil is the same thing. That's why if you notice in your religion, every religion has a God and a devil. Every religion has a God and a devil. Right? Every religion has a God and a devil. But the news flash is your God and devil is the same person. polar opposites. Same person. You say good and evil exist in you, so what makes you think your God and your devil is not one and the same? One and the same. People who are ruled by emotions. In the church, when the people falling all out on the floor and the reverend got the music going and the woman falling on the floor and stuff like that, that's pure emotion. He has to stir the emotion to get the spirit or the energy of evil going, right? He knows he has to get the energy of evil going in the church. He knows that the majority of the church is held together by gossip. He knows the church is held together by backbiting and slandering. He knows what the church is held together by. He knows it's not people not there because they really believe and know God. He knows that. God is boring. God is boring. God is boring. The devil is interesting. Negativity is more interesting to you, right? Why you think you see the homosexuals and the lesbians in the church? Why do you think they're able to bring that illogical and degenerate behavior within the church? Because they worship the devil, because they know that the church is the house of the devil. Just like the synagogues and the temples, that's the house of the devil. It's not no house of no God. That's not no house of no good. On the front, in the forefront, it looks like that. It appears that way. It appears that way. But why would all these people, why would all these negative and degenerate people be attracted to the church? Why would they be attracted to that? Why would you have all these people participating in all kinds of negative activity, but then they go to church and get on their knees and pray and write to their Jesus, whether it's white Jesus or black Jesus? Because it was created in the vibration of evil and degeneracy. It was created by degenerate people. So that degenerate energy is all over Jesus. That degenerate energy is all over their Allah. Because the Arabs were a bunch of degenerates, slave traders, and racists, just like the white man was, and still is. And you black men and black women who accept it, you a bunch of degenerates too. Because if you accept that, if you accept Allah and Jesus from the degenerate people who gave it to you through slavery, then you worship the devil. I don't care how you try to put blackface on it. I don't care how much blackface you try to put on Allah, how much blackface you try to put on Jesus, how much blackface you try to put on Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, whatever y'all call them. Look at how you niggas act, you so-called Israelites. Look at how you act. Look at how you talk. Look how you talk on each other. You going to tell me that y'all righteous people? You going to tell me that you Israelites don't follow the devil? That y'all not a bunch of devils? You going to tell me that? Cursing people out? And then trying to justify it? Talking about throwing people into slavery? Yet you curse the white man for putting you in slavery, but then your God says it's okay to put other people in slavery? Really? No, y'all all working together, man. Y'all all work together. Y'all all follow the devil. Your God is the devil. The God you worship is the devil. His title up front is God, meaning ruler, right? But he is actually the devil. Why do you think you have so many degenerate people in religion? If it was supposed to be a good and righteous teaching, you wouldn't see all those degenerate people there. You wouldn't see all the degenerates there. You wouldn't see men marrying men under the church roof, or women marrying women. Right? You wouldn't see that. Or priests in the Catholic Church molesting little boys. You wouldn't see that if this God was really righteous, if this God was not the devil. If this God didn't sanction, if their God didn't sanction that kind of behavior. Nuns licking each other. Your nuns do that. They participate in lesbianism. They've done that. But then they go and pray to God. What kind of God are you praying to that's okay with that? What kind of God are you praying to and you lead in the church and you don't molest and touch the boy? What kind of God is that? Then you say you under grace. No, the truth is your God is the devil. Your God is okay with that kind of behavior. That's why you're attracted to it. That's why you can stand and be around these people. Your God is the devil. Your God is the devil. Your God allows you in this religion to suck on a little boy's penis, in Judaism to suck on a little boy's penis and say that you performing some kind of ceremony, right? When you give the damn circumcision. That's pedophilia. Or you can have in the damn church, in the Catholic Church, you can have little naked babies, right? That's straight demonic. That's the devil. Your God is the devil. And anything that is illogical within the realm of illogical behavior, irrational and degenerate behavior, is what your God upholds. We don't follow that God. We don't follow no God who is actually the devil. We follow the Lord, Amen, and that judgment of logic and rationale and justice that is above and beyond your God and the devil, who has a behavioral problem, who is split personality, good and evil, positive and negative, right? Black and white. So for those of you people who are saying, oh, is he saying the white man is the devil? Yeah, the white man is the devil, and the black man is the devil. The white man is the devil, and the black man is the devil. The black woman is the devil, and the white woman is the devil. The Asian woman, the Asian man, the East Indian, and every one of these people is the devil. People, you got people who come smile in your face and embrace you and everything, and then cut your throat and kill you. How are you able to do that? How is it that you're not able to detect evil in people who are acting nice? Because the nice or the good and the evil go hand in hand. So they could be acting good one minute and they'll fool the hell out you. They'll be the nicest people and they'll kill you the next minute. They'll blow your brains out, cut your throat. They'll lure you places. The people who were murdered by serial killers, they got lured away by people. Or majority of the time, the people who get killed or you find a homicide to take place, it's always done by somebody that knows that person, somebody that they trusted, somebody who they was friends with. It's always done by those people. It's rarely ever done by people you don't know. It's always people that they trusted. Your favorite uncle who smiled at you and hug you, and then he touching your private parts. You understand? Molesting you. Your favorite uncle was nice to you, bought you toys, but then molested you. You understand that? Or your aunt who come to the family picnic or the barbecue, and she acting all nice and hugging everybody. Then she get a few drinks and then she cursing everybody out, acting like a damn demon. That's how quick it happens. It goes hand in hand. Good and evil goes hand in hand. Your God and devil go hand in hand. One minute your God is nice, the next minute your God is evil. So like I said, it's one entity. So yeah, you do worship the devil. The black race does worship the devil. You ever wonder why you can't fix your condition, why you live the way you do? You ever wonder why, even when you so-called black men and black women get money, look at the things you're willing to do to get it? Things you're willing to do. You'll smile in public, and you guys and people in Hollywood, you'll sit up here and smile in public and whatnot. Right? You'll smile in public and whatnot and happy about getting paper money, filthy lucre side with these slave masters' faces on it. Then you turn around and you done did everything under the sun, everything in the book. You done did everything to do, get it? You did all kinds of filthy and degenerate acts and degrading acts. You performed all kind of homosexuality. You taking drugs. Right? But that's how easy it is for you to go that way. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is for you to go that way. From positive to negative, from good to evil. That's how easy it is for you to go that way. Because your God is the devil. That nice white Jesus that you worship in the picture is the damn devil. It's the same white smiling Jesus that the Ku Klux Klan and them love so much. And they'll call you a nigger, but then they expect you to worship that image. How sick is that? How sick are you to worship that image? Or you'll put that image in blackface and call it Black Jesus or whatever. You'll call it Black Jesus, and you'll still worship that same image. It's the same story of somebody getting hung on a cross and, all this other nonsense, right? That Greco-Roman mythology, you'll still follow it. You understand? You still follow it. You understand? That's your mentality. Now, like I said, we come in contact with the Lord, the true Lord, the Lord who is above the emotional God and the emotional devil, the true Lord who is above the illogical God and the illogical devil, beyond your Allahs, beyond your Yahweh, beyond your Jesus Christ, beyond your Jehovahs, because y'all all still follow the same degenerate, circular behavior of spiritual darkness. Your gods are still mysteries. Your gods are still mysteries, yet you follow your gods. Your gods are still mysteries. Why is your God still mystery? Why are you still wondering about things concerning your God? Answer, because your God is the devil. Your God is the devil. How can your God destroy and kill and maim and do all the things your God does to man, yet he made man imperfect? He made woman imperfect according to your story. He made man and woman imperfect. So then he punishes you for being imperfect? That's the devil. That is the mindset of a devil. That makes no sense. Like I said, a lot of you don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. You so-called Pan-Africanists with your African spirit gods and your ancestors who have done nothing for you, who have allowed the white man to come take your land and slave and beat the hell out of you, yet you still worship your Oshun and your Oshungu and all that, yet you sitting up here wearing a bunch of white man names from your slave connection, your slave ancestry. And you still worshiping these images that have done nothing for you. That's the pure devil right there that you worship. Your African spiritual gods or ancestors are a bunch of damn demons, man. Because why would they let you go through that? Why would your African Oshungu gods let you go through that? Why you couldn't call on them? Where was your ancestors at? Where was they at? When the white man was beating the damn brakes off you and whipping the skin off your damn back and throwing your ass in slavery. Where was you at? Where was your God at when you was in the hood selling crack on the damn corner? Or you was hungry in your house? Where was your African gods at? Why ain't your African gods take you back to Africa if you say that's where you come from? Why is your African gods who you pray to allowing you to suffer? See, we know the answer in the name of Amen. We know the answer why our people suffer. Because you tuned away from the true Lord, Amen, and you tuned into these gods and devils, or your God devil. You tuned into that God devil, that good evil nonsense. You tuned into that. You gave over to your degenerate emotion. You gave over to that. That's why you in the position you in. And the white man has replaced you. That's why if you ever notice, when he deals with you, when he's in that state of the law enforcement and things like that, when he's a police officer, when they're the judges, when they all these other things, they don't have no emotion when they deal with you. They don't have no emotion. They just throw the handcuffs on you. Some of them have emotion and whatnot. That's the ones who don't like you, end up blowing your brains out, who don't like you and whatnot, and treating you racist. But the majority of them, they don't have no emotion when it comes to locking you up. It's just part of the job that they perform, and that's how you're supposed to be. You're not supposed to be emotional when it comes to dishing out justice and judgment. You're not supposed to be emotional. You're not supposed to be judging, oh, is that person good or is it bad? What you do? You did that? Oh, yeah? Well, this is what we're going to do to you. You're not supposed to work off emotion because that's the same energy and vibration that your God in the Bible works off of. Illogical emotion. That's the energy that you follow still. Yeah. Y'all do worship the devil, even in the spiritual nonsense. You worship the devil. You pray for money. You pray for money. You pray for money. And what do you do with the money but pay bills with it? What do you do with it but pay bills for it with it? That's all you do with it. Your money is to pay bills, but you don't see that because you become emotionally attached to the money. So you can't really see why they give you the money in the first place for, to keep you in debt. You can't see that because you become emotionally attached to it. You start falling in love with it. You start tattooing it on your bodies. You start putting it in your damn mouth. Like a lot of you simple-minded Negroes do, because you worship the devil. Your attachment to the money is your worship of the devil, because whose image is on the money? You worship the image of the devil. Because it can't be that you feel the money has any real value, because when y'all get the money, you don't do nothing but throw it away on nonsense anyway. That's all you do is throw it away on nonsense, so you don't really believe it has any value. All you do is throw it away on nonsense. You wind up giving it right back to the white man. He calls it, it's for bills. That's why he refers to the dollars as dollar bills, because he knows that the dollars are to pay bills with. That's it. You think it's for something else. You're the only one under that illusion that it's for something else, because you are in a trance. You are in a trance. You are in a hypnotic trance, in a form of programming, a form of submental programming, in which you follow the beast, which you follow the devil. And your devil is your God, and your God is the devil. Your God is the devil. I don't care if you don't believe in God. I don't care. Your non-belief is still based in devil worship. Your non-belief in God, you so-called atheists, you still worship the devil. Why do I say that? Because the white scientists who tell you that science is the end all be all, and science is how everything came about, that there's no God, no devil, they give you science. These people with their theories are lying to you. They're lying to you. So the minute you start lying to people, the minute you start covering up the fact that there's a higher intelligence that went into creating everything in this existence, the minute you start lying and making up things through your theoretical assertions, the minute you start doing that, that's the devil. That's evil. The minute you start telling lies, that's evil. The minute you start misleading people, you understand? Confusing people, that's the devil. And that's what your scientists do. They tell you all kinds of equations and all this other stuff that you don't even know what the hell they talking about. You read their books and you try to act like you know what they talking about because you want to sound smart. Like a lot of you simple-minded Negroes in the conscious community. You read these white scientist books and you know damn well you don't know what they talking about. You can't practically apply none of the stuff they talk about. But you just act like you know what they're talking about because you want to act like you're smart. And they know you don't know what they're talking about because the whole mindset of creating all that scientific jargon and theoretical nonsense is to confuse you. It's to confuse you. They love seeing you try to act like you know what they're talking about. They love seeing you act like you copying their language and using their words and using their jargon. They love seeing that. And it's just some stupid nonsense they made up. It's some stupid nonsense they made up that don't make no sense. Things that you can't logically apply. All you doing is repeating what they say. That was created in confusion. That was created in confusion. You understand that? And when you repeat their confusion, when you repeat their illogical and emotional rants of theoretical foolishness that they passed off as so-called science, then you are following the devil. These people are a race of devils. These are the same people through their science that told you that you was inferior. They told you your brain was smaller than the damn white man brain. They told you come from a monkey called Lucy. Yet you got the nerve to quote these people seriously on anything they saying? You don't even got enough. You don't even have enough mental energy or mental fortitude to go and do the experiments yourself, do the observation yourself. That would be more of a high level of judgment. That would be a high level of judgment if you did the things yourself, if you did the observations and experiments yourself and bypass these people. But you choose to follow the devil. You choose to follow the way of the devil. You choose to see things through their eyes, through their limited vision, through their confusion. You follow the devil. They sit in their scientific labs and whatnot and make up new ways to lie to you, to deceive you. Just like the people in the church, just like the reverends and the ministers, they figure out new ways to lie to you while they keep the truth to themselves. You really think they're going to give you the truth? You really think they're going to give you the truth? Everything with the devil is about concealment. Everything with the devil is about concealment. He ain't trying to give the truth to nobody. These people who following the devil, they're not trying to give you the truth. That's why they want to keep that paradigm of master and slave. The masters keep all the secrets, and the slaves are the ones who are after the order of the masters, trying to find out what the secrets are. That's how that works. They ain't trying to tell you everything. They ain't trying to give you the truth because they barely know what the truth is. So whatever little truth they get their hands on, they trying to hold on to it, and they trying to keep it secret and sacred, and they're going to share it with amongst each other. And maybe their children, so their children could come to power and into rulership and rule over you through that demonic force and energy of spiritual confusion. This whole society is based on devil worship. The whole society is based on devil worship. You look up to entertainers, right? You look up to entertainers who act in movies, who basically their job is to get in movies and tell lies to you, to act like they somebody else. Their whole job is to lie to you and entertain you through their lies. That's their whole job. You go into movies. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going to movies and seeing actors. I'm not saying that. But it's when you start worshiping these people, like a lot of you do, you worship these people. You worship these actors, these people who get paid. Their occupation is to lie, to mislead, to pretend. You understand that? And you worship these people. You call them stars, celebrities, people to be celebrated. This is what you call them. You talk about a mystery and a spook God. Y'all love mysteries. You love spookism. You love that. But behind that is nothing but emotion. Behind that is nothing but ill and evil intent. Behind those smiles, behind that good stare, that innocent stare is the devil. That's the devil. That is the devil. That is the one who is going to cause confusion. That is the one who's going to mislead. Right? How is it that you can get in a religion and in Christianity they're going to tell you, oh, there's nothing wrong? You got the black women sitting up here, and that's scary. When that black lady, ฏᴑᴅᴏ, the minister, even though she followed the damn devil too, you follow Christ and Christianity, you follow the devil. Here it is, you get up in the church and you say that homosexuality and lesbianism is a perversion, and you got people, which it is, and you got people who are blasting her for it, who's saying that, and these is Christians now. These is Christians. Toni Braxton's sister, they made sure they got the black women. They made sure they got the black women to speak against ฏᴑᴅᴏ. The whites didn't come out and speak against her. Ellen DeGeneres, she didn't come out and speak against her, and she's a lesbian. She just said she ain't going to be on her show. The ones who was outraged was Janelle Monáe, who was a lesbian, right? Tamar Braxton, she ain't a lesbian, but she spoke out against Burrell, and they supposed to be, and Tamar Braxton's supposed to be raised in the church and be a Christian. You're going to step here and say she's ignorant for saying homosexuality and lesbianism, something that's illogical, something that is unnatural. You're going to say that she's crazy for saying that? That's because she follows the devil. And she know if she don't say that, she know if she don't say that ฏᴑᴅᴏ was wrong and there ain't nothing wrong with homosexuality, she knows she's not going to work again. She's not going to work again. She ain't going to get no TV reality show. She ain't going to get no money. The white man going to stop her money. If she don't agree to if she don't agree to thumb up or big up that whole homosexual and lesbian and that perverse way of life. That's why she said that. But if your right, if you're thinking of right and wrong, if your logical and rational and natural way of thinking is outweighed by money that you want, if you can trade in your logic and rational and natural way of thinking for money, then you follow the devil. You'll do whatever they tell you. You'll get up here and say nothing wrong with bestiality. You'll get up here and say it ain't nothing wrong with a man and a man and his dog, or a woman and her German Shepherd. You'll get up here and say anything. If you accept that, you'll say nothing wrong with a man touching a little boy. That's next. You understand? Because you'll do it for money. Because you worship the devil. And if you worship the devil, you are part of the devil. You are part of the confusion. You are part of the unnatural and perverse and degenerate ways of this world. You part of it. You part of it. There's no way around that. There's no way around that. And if you speak out against that, they'll get angry. You see the demon come out in them. The devil will straight come out in them. The demonic energy, they'll come out. You'll see Janelle Monáe's and all these other people, your Queen Latifah, they won't say nothing about it, but they'll be ready to cut your damn head off if you say that's something disgusting and nasty. You understand? If you say that's perverse, they'll be ready to kill you. And here it is, you in the church, and you say you don't accept homosexuals, and you in the church, they'll be ready to kill you because they know in the church you're supposed to accept homosexuals in the church because the church is full of perversion. So it's really nothing wrong with that. The church always been full of perversion. There's always been homosexuals and pedophiles and lesbians and all that in the church. They believe they under grace. They believe what they doing, they know it's wrong, or they know, but that's how God made them. Now before it was, we did because we under grace and we know we sinning. Now it's nothing wrong. That's the way God made them. See? But that's what you follow. You understand? That's what they follow. That's what they follow. That's what they believe in. They believe in the devil and they follow the devil. Their God is the devil. Their God is the devil. Make no mistake about it. Their God is the devil. They're not going to stop following because, like I said, in that world of confusion, in that world of degeneracy, in that world of chaos, you can do whatever you want to do. Like that guy, Aleister Crowley, do what thy will. In other words, do whatever you want to do. Be however you want to be. Be a freak. Be unnatural. Go against the natural, because once you go against the natural, you will never see the supernatural. You will never bring out the greater self, the higher self, and that comes by way of judgment, because you have to follow the natural law and the natural order of things to evolve and grow into that supernatural force and being. But see, you're not going to see that. They don't want you to see that. They don't want you to see that. They want you to follow that unnatural way, because by following the unnatural way, you'll stop seeing the natural side of things, the natural flow of progression and evolution, and you will never become that super race, that supernatural race of beings. You'll never become that. That's why they throw these unnatural ways in your path. These illogical and emotional and degenerate ways in your path. Their gods and their devils are meant to be obstructions of your judgment. It's meant to be obstructions of your judgment. That's what it's meant to be. That's why you can't function under these things. You scratch your head and be like, well, don't it say in the Bible, you're not supposed to be doing this, you ain't supposed to be doing that? They don't care. Let me take a call. 734. 734. 734. I can't hear you, 734. Hello? 734. All right, you're going to have to call back. All right, because you're not coming in. All right, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back. We're going to want to. You got people today that respond to hate over supposed love. If you notice, you'll hear people talking about, yeah, you know, I love my haters. I love my haters. I love my haters. They love the hate. They love the envy. They love the jealousy. Right? That demonic energy and that worship of the devil is so strong. It's strong over heavily over the black people, even the so-called conscious community. Right? Where you'll have this guy, 1 minute, these Negroes will be talking about peace and black power. Like you saw Netta in them, they'll be talking about peace and black power. Then next minute you cursing somebody out and calling somebody a nigger, and you cursing somebody and calling them and disrespecting their mother, saying all kind of negative things about them and stuff like that. You pitting black men against each other, right? Because in your mind, you think acting like a devil or following the devil or having that devilish behavior is a good thing. You think it's exciting to you. It charges you to act like devils. It's exciting to act like devils. It's boring to be good. It's boring to really stand up for righteousness. It's boring to get the brothers working together. It's boring to embrace brothers even though if they don't agree with what you say. It's boring to show respect to each other. So, you know, how do you get people attracted to what you're saying? You curse people out. You disrespect them. You put men against each other. Right? You curse each other out. You disrespect each other. That's charging, and that's exciting to y'all. That's what y'all want to see. That's why you watch the so-called conscious community. You watch that because that charges you up. You like seeing that type of behavior. You like seeing that savage and demonic behavior. You like seeing people cursing each other out, disrespecting each other. You like seeing that, right? That's what y'all get hyped up for. So if you get hyped up for people cursing each other out, disrespecting each other, and all the hell you catching in this society is so-called black people, yet you're disrespecting, cursing each other out, and disparaging each other, saying disparaging things toward each other, then y'all follow the devil. Y'all a race of devils, man. Y'all straight up devils. Nothing you doing is righteous. What's righteous about that? What's logical about that? What's rational about that? You should be doing all the hell you claim you catching here, so-called black men and black women. You would think your so-called conscious community would be about, hey, brother, we ain't arguing with each other. We just coming together. It ain't about no cursing nobody, disrespecting nobody's family. Anybody. We ain't about that. But y'all are about that. You are about that. So y'all a bunch of black devils, man, straight up. Straight up. Y'all black devils, man. Because it's fun being the devil to y'all. That's exciting. It ain't exciting being really about that black brother. Y'all don't really believe in that. All that black brother, Ashe and Hotep. Y'all don't believe that. You don't believe that. It's no fun doing that. It's no fun telling a brother, yeah, brother, you know, even though I don't agree with what you're saying, you know, yeah, peace, brother, you know, this and the third. You don't get that. You understand? It's fun being a black devil. Why don't y'all just say that? Y'all, that's what y'all want to be. You need to just go ahead, you niggas in the conscious community, and I'm going to call you just what you are. Y'all need to just go ahead and embrace the devil, man. You already did it anyway. Because all y'all about is money. Y'all don't care about no coming together. You ain't about that. You about money. You about going shopping for alligator shoes. You about driving Mercedes Benzes and Rolls Royces. That's what you about. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having nice things, but that's really ultimately all you're about. It's about nothing else. It's about nothing else. You guys, you know different than Creflo Dollar and T.D. Jakes. They worship the devil. They talking about this prosperity thing. How y'all any different in the conscious community? Doing videos, going shopping, buying alligator shoes. Talking about getting Mercedes Benzes and all this other stuff. You ain't going to say, well, we made this money, we're going to put it back in the community, we're going to build a school for our babies. You ain't going to say that when we do these debates. Or if anything, we're going to try to put up money for a school so we have a school for our babies. Y'all ain't thinking like that. Y'all like F the so-called black community, yet you claiming that you're doing something for the black community. Under the guise, we doing something for the black community, peace and black power, then you turn around cursing each other out, calling each other niggas. You understand? Which one is it? But that's the confusion right there. When you follow the devil, When you a black devil, that's all you about is confusion. Everything out of your mouth makes no sense. Oh, we about peace and black power, family, peace and black power, but then I'm going to curse you out and disrespect you. I'm going to edit videos and try to make you look bad because I don't understand what you're saying. Because that's fun to you to be a devil. Same way it's fun to the white man to be a devil to you. It's fun to you to be devils toward each other. See, that's how that demonic energy works. That's how that disagreeable, irrational, and emotional and mentally unstable mentality works. That's how that works. You understand? That's a people that represents the white man was mentally unstable. For you to do all that stuff to people and think that's okay, to rape people, to force people to work for you, to rape people, to beat people savagely like that, to shoot people and do that, you are mentally unstable. You a straight up demon. And you so-called black men and black women, you follow after these people, and you still worship the image of these people. You want to be just like them. You worship the image of the devil. You worship the image of the white man. The white devil and the black devil go hand in hand. And y'all trying to be God over the people. You know different. Your Creflos and T.D. Jakes and all these other guys, they worship the devil, man. They don't worship no God. Their God is the devil. They about that materialism. They always talk about in their Bible how the devil came to tempt Jesus, and according to the Bible, to give him all the material things he wants in the world, give him all the material possessions in the world if Jesus followed the devil. Now you say Jesus is your role model, you so-called Christians, right? Now you say the devil came to Jesus and tempted Jesus, according to your Bible story, that the devil came to Jesus and tempted Jesus to follow him. And he would give the devil would give him anything he wanted. Same thing with Job. Curse the Lord and I'll give you whatever you want. But they took a vow of poverty rather than curse their God. They took a vow of poverty according to the story. Now, if I see Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jackson driving Mercedes-Benz, obviously the devil got to them because they got 501c3s. Your Israelites, the ones who got the 501c3s, they ain't take no vow of poverty. They ain't out here grinding to get no word out. They done got paid off. So they chose to follow the devil. How are they any different than the devil that was tempting their so-called Jesus back then? Same thing. See, all these stories are interchangeable. People who would rather follow the devil, right, follow the illogical, irrational, and disagreeable and degenerate ways of the submental man and the submental woman, rather follow those ways than to follow the higher and the advanced and the future way of logical thinking, which is the Lord. You would rather see the smaller picture, which is person, place, and possession and material goods and degrading each other and being degenerates toward each other than following the bigger picture. You'd rather do that. You'd rather curse each other out and debate with each other about nothing and put on a show because you're trying to make money. You'd rather lie to your people and give them water that's no good and try to pass yourself off like a damn doctor, Minister Inky. You understand? Because you want money. Aboriginal farms, you want money, nigga. You want money. You don't care about your people. You want money. That's all you about. You want money. The conscious community, y'all want money. That's it. See, there's nothing wrong with making money. And if you were righteous people, if you were really about waking the people up and coming together, you're gonna get the money you need. Far more than being a bunch of black devils. But see, y'all don't see anything beyond being black devils because that's firmly rooted in you to be black devils. It's firm because you want to follow the white man. You want to follow the white devil. So you're going to be black devils. You want to be within that spiritual alignment of degenerate and demonic energy. You want to be in that low-natured energy. You want to be in that. Anytime you want to speak again or talk about some man's mother, anytime, in the old days, it blew your brains out. You talk about a man's mother. You understand? That's like slapping a man's mother or slapping his wife or sleeping with a man's wife. You understand? But that's the heavy vibration of degenerate and demonic energy on this place. Anytime you turn out sons who want to walk around with tight pants on, tattooing crosses on their head, They follow the devil. It's all the same energy. In the church, in the conscious community, the gangbangers, the thugs, the wannabe thugs, the homosexuals, the lesbians, it's all the same demonic energy. They all follow the devil. i.e. the white man. He's the head devil. He's the head devil. The black man is the second. The black woman is the devil, this vice devil. She's the vice devil. The black man is the third devil in charge. You understand? He might be the fourth one, because first the white man, he's the head devil, and then the vice devil is the black woman, and then the assistant devil after the black woman is the white woman, right? They upgraded the damn nigger woman, and then you got the black man who's fourth in charge being the damn devil. You understand? That's how that works. You love the beast, man. Y'all love the beast. You love to follow the devil. You'll do anything. What kind of man you claim you're not a homosexual, but you'll go and you'll let another man put his hands on you for money. You'll let another man, you'll go to Hollywood and wear tight pants and let another man put his hands on you or put his mouth on you or bend over for money. What kind of sick madness is that? And you know that the white man make you Negroes do that because he know y'all ain't comfortable with it. He wants to make you go against your natural self. That's the whole thing about it. He wants you to follow him. He wants you to be okay with homosexuality and lesbian. That's why he loved Janelle Monáe. They love Janelle Monáe. They love Pharrell. They love these people because they'll do anything. They will do anything. He knows that you got you were born with some sort of natural mind or some kind of morals, some kind of natural mind is in there somewhere, but he loves getting you to go against it. He loves it. And it's obviously in you to do that. That's why he chooses you. He loves to get you to go against your nature. He loves that. He ain't happy with you being natural people. He ain't happy with that. You understand? He ain't happy with that. He loves seeing y'all go at each other. He loves seeing the black woman tell another black woman, ain't nothing wrong with being a lesbian. Ain't nothing wrong with being a carpet muncher. And the black man, ain't nothing wrong with being gay. Ain't nothing wrong with being race mixing. You ain't got to, he loves seeing that. See, he ain't got to do it no more. You don't see the head homosexuals out there in Hollywood. You don't see them arguing about this stuff, right? The guy who runs TMZ, Harvey Levin, he a homosexual. He's a homosexual, right? You don't see him arguing about it. You don't see Ellen DeGeneres arguing about it. She a lesbian. You don't see them arguing about it. They got Negroes to do it. They said, well, let the ones of the black division do it of our congregation. Let the ones in the black division handle that. Let Janelle handle that. You understand? She was outraged. I don't even listen to her music no more. She's a degenerate. She's a damn degenerate. You understand that? She's a degenerate. Because you stand against anything that's natural. If you for homosexuality, lesbianism, race mixing, you for any of that thing, you against that which is natural. I can't walk with you if you against things that are natural. Because if you against things that are natural, you against the true Lord, Amen. That if you're going to be against things that's natural, then you against the Lord, Amen. And you preventing us from becoming that supernatural race of people. You against the supernatural. You against us becoming that supernatural race of supreme beings, that race of lords and judges. You against that evolution because you're going to constantly be in that circle, in that rotation of the devil and God. You're going to be in constant rotation to that. That's why I said the so-called black race, you're not going to like Mentellect, because Mentellect is about raising our people, a remnant of our people, out of that whole matrix of God and the devil, good and evil, positive and negative, black and white. That's all about raising our people out of that. And that's why I said the so-called black race and the so-called white race, they ain't going to be with it. That's fine. We don't care if you with it. We already know the Muslims and the Christians, the Israelites, those of you who are hard pressed within those beliefs. Y'all ain't going to like this. See, because this is the true teaching of the real Lord. The true teaching of the real Lord is about judgment. It's not about good and evil. It's not about positive and negative. You understand? It's not about that. The true teaching of the true Lord, the true overlord, the judge, the supreme, The Most High, Amen, that's judgment. Beyond emotion, beyond good and evil, beyond the polarity. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's the true. That's the true Lord. That's the true Most High. Y'all ain't trying to serve that. See, because minute you come into those, into the Hollywood, minute you come into the conscious community, minute you come into these religions, minute you come into atheism, minute you come into black consciousness, minute you just in the street being a regular Negro, you got to let go of all your natural intelligence. You got to let all of that go. Once you let go of your natural intelligence, you just let go of the Lord's hand. You let go of Amen's hand, man. You let go of Amen. You let go of the connection with Amen. Once you let go of your natural and logical common sense and natural intelligence, you let go of Amen, and you just fell into the circle of good and evil. You don't fell into the circle of positive and negative. You fell into that pool of emotions. Where 1 minute you can sit up here and talk about you a Christian and you believe in God. Next minute you in Hollywood and you on your knees. Right? And talking about ain't nothing wrong with homosexuals and lesbians. But you a Christian. But you did it for money. You did it because you wanted to be famous. You bent over or got on your knees because you wanted to be famous, but yet you believe in a God. Or you try to create find some concept that fit around your new and degenerate ways. But it's all the devil, man. It's all the devil. Because the devil is about confusion. Like I said, we ain't dealing with no horns and no red suit and no tail. I'm not talking about no biblical devils. No mythological devil. I'm talking about the real devil. Just as I'm talking about the real God. Same person. Based in confusion. You atheists, you black atheists, you Christians, you Muslims, you Israelites, you celebrities, you gays, you lesbians, all that. Y'all all in the same boat, man. Y'all the same people. You the same people. Why do you think the Israelites and the Christians and all of them tell homosexuals to repent and stop being gay and come into congregation? Why do you think they tell them that? Because you really want them to hide who they are, because a lot of you are hiding who you are. You want them to stop being who they are. How likely is that? Why would you want a man in your congregation that was busy getting bent over or on his knees to another man? Why would you even want a man like that in your congregation who did that? Why would you even want, you want to, yeah, see, I heard the Israelites say, well, you got to stop being a homosexual, and get right with the Lord, and you got to stop doing that. How you going to tell a man who been doing that in his adult life that what he's doing is wrong? He don't care about right and wrong. He's going off of emotion. He's going off of emotion. You going to tell him to erase that attraction out of his head? Instead of saying, yo, you stay over there. We ain't dealing with you. You stay over there. You're going to tell him don't do that no more. Because you know you got people that's amongst your congregation who have done that. Just like in the church. And they still do it on the low. Still do it. You can't reform no homosexual. You can't reform no lesbian. That's how they are. That's where they want to be. But y'all don't want to deal with it, that truth. That truth bothers you. You understand? You want people to hide who they really are because y'all hiding who y'all are. Y'all a bunch of black devils, man. You don't come out there and get on the street a lot. You guys don't come out there because you care about no God, man. That's a bunch of BS, man. You come out there because you want to curse somebody out because that's your release. That's your therapy, you Israelites. You come out in the street because a lot of you guys just want to curse somebody out, man. You want to show your ass. You want to get on TV. You want to get on camera and on YouTube, and you want to entertain. You want to curse somebody else. You want to do your comedy skit and read the Bible at the same time. That's really why you do it. You don't care about no your Howard Bashim, your Howard Shah. You don't care about that. You just want to curse somebody out, and you want to do your 35-minute, 20-minute comedy skit talking about people, but you want to read the Bible at the same time to pretend like you really about something higher than that low self and that low nature. Y'all a bunch of devils, man. You a bunch of black devils, man. Just like you guys in the conscious community. Like I said, you don't care about no black nothing, man. You don't care about no peace and black power. You care about embarrassing people. You care about people going at each other. You care about chaos and confusion. You don't care about no red, black, and green. That's a bunch of BS. You understand? That black power thing is played out. That black consciousness thing is played out, man. But y'all keep reviving it because that's just another way you can hide your devilishment, man. That's another way you can hide what you really about, which is being black devils, man. You niggas are about that day in and day out, man. I'm gonna take a call.
There you go.
716.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
I was gonna share and ask you to, in a way of how, I mean, as a black community, so-called black community, and as you say, we need to stop calling ourselves black, but it's kind of like a mind programming or a habit that just, pop in somebody's mind or mouth. So I hear you. I mean, and the same thing that you say is the same thing I resonate that, how the black so-called, melanated community speak of a consciousness and also of the power or so-called black power. And the more I see it, there's a lot that came into it. So, and the way you just told them the truth that, you're worshiping the devil and you really, playing a game that is not benefit for you or your family or your generation. And I would wonder, I mean, the message that you're giving is a very powerful message. But again, I mean, I just want your suggestion, and I don't want you to take this. I know you're not going to take it the wrong way. You put in my balance and your own divine. So the way it come out, it seems in a different way I see it. I might just see it literally too. You can give me a different way to see it. It seems okay. How do I say it? The law of attraction, the word that we use. Do you know or believe that the word that we use or we tell people or even to encourage somebody are important or they impact how we receive the message?
What you asking me again? You saying is it important? I'm sorry. Say again. The law of attraction.
The word that yeah. I mean, it has you share with the black community that whatever we've been worshiping for eons, I don't know how long, that is devils, and also we need to stop calling ourselves black. I mean, the message comes very clear, but it seems very, how do I say it? Like, let's say the word has power. And if you resonate in a high frequency, or you want somebody to be able to come out of their mindset, you got to be able to find the positive way or the powerful encouragement words for them to come out of that. You see what I'm saying or no?
Now, I see what you're saying. The message as it's coming out, that's the positive and powerful way, because if people are not hearing this message, it's because they want to stay within they want to stay within that state of blackness and being a race of following the devil and being black devils. If they're not hearing this message,
okay.
the ones who are truly of the bright race, who are righteous people, the ones who are about true righteousness, they're going to hear this and they're going to come to this message. That's who I'm doing this for. I'm not doing this for black people, because the majority of black people already made their mind up. So I'm doing this for the people who are looking for the way out of blackness, out of the worship of the devil and the worship of God, and coming in alignment with the Lord, the true Lord, whose name is Amen. Right? We coming into contact with the Lord, who is above God and the devil, and we as a race of lords, as a race of judges, are coming as the 144,000. We are in the time of the 144,000, the bright race. We're not dealing with the black race. We ain't dealing with the white race. We're only trying to pull our people out of the black race. So this teaching is for the extraction of the bright race out of the black race.
All right. I mean, I just want to see how you see point of view of, because as so-called black people, I know sometimes I might have a little mercy for us, because what we are, where we are now, even though we can take responsibility for ourselves, it was a very, like Francis Chris Walton said, the white supremacist is a system. It's a very smooth, intelligent, extreme system that was put together to keep us where we at. Even sometimes, and even we did try to thrive for the better, but because this encrypted, program is deeply embedded within us, and I mean, some of us we just have to die to find a way out. I mean, yeah.
That's the one thing.
Well, thank you. Keep it up.
A lot of these people. Okay, but I'm gonna just say this before I'm gonna leave you with this. A lot of these people want to stay. They want to stay being black devils. They want to stay following the devil. They want to stay following the white man. They want to be the carbon copy version of the white man. Simple as that. There's no more excuses.
But what would be the pleasure for them, though? What would be the pleasure? Because if they do that, and I wish I can share this video that my son just met about how black people are working. I don't know how they get it working for white folks, and at the end, they both end up losing. The white person paid the black person to kill the black person, and when they come back to get the money, they got killed, and the white man keep the money. What would be the pleasure that so-called blacks were getting out of working for or worshiping or honoring the white man that doesn't even honor you, even though he gives you the money? It's still there's no honor in that. What would be the pleasure?
They black devils. They love being like the white man. They black devils. Just like the white man's a devil, they black devils.
Okay.
They like being like the white man. They love doing evil, and they love being degenerates like the white man. These are black devils. They are his carbon copy twin, like the Israelites say. The white man is their twin brother, Esau, like they say, and he is their twin brother.
I see. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Just got to face the fact that a lot of these people, they like being black devils, man. There's nothing you could do about that. There's no getting around that. They already made their mind up. These Negroes already made their mind. They black devils, man. That's it. And with that, we'll be right back. 111. I see you trying to call, and you're going to have to call from an unblocked number. We don't take no calls from blocked numbers. Sorry. You have to call from an unblocked number. We don't do that. Sorry. So, all right. Now to the women, because I've been getting on the men, and I think I've been getting on everybody both equally. A lot of you black women and you so-called black men, you know something got to be wrong with you. You have to worship the devil. Anytime you black women who have been raped in the society, degraded in the society, downgraded in the society, yet you go and you'll be with the white man, the one who is basically the source of the degradation, the source of your degeneracy, the one who has been raping you, when you'll go and be with the white man. You already know there's something, you are straight, you got nothing but straight demonic energy on you. You gonna go and be with him, of all people? You'll curse out the black man to go be with the white man. You'll curse out the black man to go lay with the white man. A lot of you black women are doing it now. You'll be in movies like Ghetto Gaggers, where the white man is basically degrading you. It's one thing you doing pornography. That's one thing, and you degrading yourself. It's another thing when you having people throw up on you, spit in your face, and make you eat out of a dog dish. You got to be a damn devil. You got to be a damn devil to allow yourself to go through that. You got to be a devil to lay down with a devil. You got to be a devil to lay down with a devil. So when I see you black women mixing your seed with the white man, I don't feel nothing bad about that. I say, God, he can have you. Because obviously you don't like yourself. You don't like yourself if you're going to lay down with somebody who don't look like you, and you're going to produce children that don't look like you anymore. You hate your image that much, then you should be with the white man. You are a black devil. If you lay down with the white man, you're going to mix yourself out of existence. You need to lay down with him. You should be with him. You should be with the devil. You should be with him. You a female devil, so you should be with the white devil. You a female black devil, so you should. I support y'all union. I support the black woman and the white man, the ones of you who want to be with the white man, because we don't want you. The bright man, the bright woman, we don't want you. You understand? You black men that want to be with the white woman, the she devil, y'all a bunch of black devils. Because if you think you anything more than a bed wench to the white man, or you black men are anything more than black bucks, bed wenches and bucks, I don't know what to tell you. And you okay with that. You okay with people thinking of you as sex slaves. You okay with people thinking of you that way and trying to act like they love you. You understand? You okay with that. You should stay with those people. You know? Y'all got a special kind of relationship, I guess. You know, you should stay with those people. Right? You should stay with those people. You know? Like I said, 111, if you want to call back, you can call back from an unblocked number. You understand? You can call back from an unblocked number. You know, you should stay with those kind of people because you follow the devil. If you interested in what these people are doing, if you are willing to go on in a film and have people degrading you, you understand? If you're willing to have people talk to you any kind of way, if you men are willing to bend over and get on your knees for money, you devils, man. You straight up devils. You're degenerates. Because the people who are truly after the order of the Lord, Amen, the Most High, the Supreme, they stand up, man. They not going to partake in that for nothing. Not for no money, not for nothing. They're going to be with their people, man. You understand? A lot of you guys who back in the days was 5%, you guys used to go around. I never could understand you guys. You guys who was the 5% nation, the 5%. Because I came up in the 80s, right? And I seen when the 5% thing got big, that because the 5% thing was the 5% thing was the big thing back then, right? That was the big thing back then, right? You guys went from trying to call yourself being righteous and teaching righteousness, then you went to selling drugs, right, and robbing other black people, right, and selling drugs and beating up black people that didn't understand the lessons, but yet you righteous gods. See, God and the devil, niggas. You worship the devil, man. Arm, leg, arm, head. You niggas are devils, man. Y'all black devils, man. How could you do that? If you claim to be God and you claim to be civilized, but that you acting like a savage. You acting like a savage. And then want to turn around and blame the white man for that. If you following after him, then, like I said, y'all two birds of a feather. You understand? Y'all go together like hand and glove. You understand that? Let me take a call. 646. 646.
Hello?
Yes.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Okay, I was just calling in regards to, since you are making a differentiation between, people being black devils and things like that, my question is to you, like, how would you define a person as of today that don't deal with good, bad, or evil?
I just find them as a person who's supposed to be, well, the only people out there that are not dealing with that is in the Republic of Mental. Like, that's what I'm teaching my people, because the majority of the world, matter of fact, all of the world, for the most part, you either good or you bad or you working between both, both polarities. We're not trying to deal with no polarity, so we're the first movement of people who are not dealing with none of the polarities.
Okay, so are you saying that y'all are void of, like, emotions or void of, any type of, feelings or things like that?
That's what I'm working to get my people toward. I was working toward that with myself, but that's the true road to pure judgment, pure logic, and pure rationale. A road and a mindset that is void of emotion, that is void of any link to the polarities of positive and negative.
Okay, and then how do you define someone that has intuition over emotion? Because a lot of
I'm sorry. Say it again. I could barely hear you. Say it again.
I said, how do you relate someone that has intuition with emotions? Like a lot of people relate their intuition with emotion. So how do you define that if you try to get your people to be on the level where they're thinking logical and not from the emotional perspective?
Well, if that person has any sort of intuition, then it will not grow if it's based in, if they think it's based in emotion, because emotion limits everything. Emotion is the limitation to any extensive mental power, because in order for you to have an extended mental power, there has to be no emotion involved, because with every step or growth in which you move forward, you're going to have to sacrifice certain things. And in the sacrificing of certain things, certain attitudes, certain, interactions with people, you're not going to be able to do that if you form an emotional attachment to these things. See what I'm saying?
I understand, but how do you define intuition? Because you're explaining it from an emotional perspective, so how do you define that?
How do I define intuition?
Yes, opposed to a person being emotional and limited.
Intuition is an advanced mental capability. Then it's not, and it's not driven by emotion. I don't care what the person thinks. And if there is a level of emotion with their intuition, then that intuition is going to only stay at a certain level, and eventually it might even fade away.
All right, so I wanted to use a prime example of intuition. Let's say a person is walking down a street and something tells them not to walk down that street because of, something might happen that's tragic, and they don't walk down that block. That's a form of intuition. So how do you define that?
That's a mental capability. That's an advanced mental capability.
So it has nothing to do with the person's emotions.
No.
Okay,
no.
That's all I have to ask.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We have to be clear on, emotion, God and the devil, or those who don't believe in God, your so-called atheists. Because like I said before, you so-called atheists follow the devil, man. The devil you follow is the white man who calls himself scientist. You follow that devil. Because like I said, he lies to you. He misleads you. Everything that you follow is a religion within this paradigm of the matrix, everything. And the one who sits over your religion is the devil, who is sometimes God. Your God is the devil. The title is God, but the person is the devil. Your God is the devil. I don't care what religion you follow, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, metaphysics, science, Pan-Africanism, Moorish science. I don't care what you follow. You follow the devil. You follow the white man as a bunch of black devils. He is the main and head devil that you follow now. And that's what it is. And like I said, for those of you who think I'm being racist, I'm not. I'm being a realist, spreading the truth all the way around from black to white. I don't just go and say the white man is the devil. The black man is the devil too. The Asian man is the devil. The woman is the devil. Y'all all under that submental demonic form of energy, that low-grade energy, all of you. And it's only going to be for those people who are raising up in the way of the Lord, Amen, as true judge, and those who are judging by way of supreme judgment, pure judgment, without good, without bad, without positive and negative, absent of emotion. And that's it. So let me go ahead and read these questions before we get out of here. Do black people really worship the devil? Yes, they do. Yeah, black people do worship the devil. You worship the devil when you calling on Jesus. You worship the devil when you calling on Allah. You worship the devil when you calling on Jehovah, right? That's you when you go to these churches and they tell you it's okay if you a homosexual or lesbian, or they just say don't ask, don't tell, and they don't tell you to say nothing, but you know the damn choir is sweet as a damn cherry pie. The guys in the choir is sweet as a cherry pie, and the women in the pulpit hard as damn nails. You understand? So yeah, you follow the devil if you okay with that. If you okay with that illogical, unnatural, and irrational behavior, that degenerate behavior, you okay with that. You guys in the black conscious community, you follow the devil. Like I said, you guys are big on science. You guys are big on science over intelligence. You guys are big on so-called revolution and all these ways of the white man. You big on titles like Pan-Africanism or African and black and Negro, titles that come from the damn white man, the devil. The Greeks and the Romans, those are where your African titles come from. They called you black. They called you African. They called you Negro. They called you Moor. So if you holding on to these plus your white man slave names, y'all ain't take no new names of freedom, then you follow the devil, man. You follow the devil. You understand? You follow the devil. You ain't letting go of the slave chain. You ain't letting it go. You ain't letting go of your slave names. You ain't letting go of the things the white man told you should be interested in. So you follow him because you just like him. He's the devil, and you follow him because you the devil. Likes attract the likes. White devil and black devils. All right? If they do, are they aware of it? Yeah, they're aware of it on some level. On some level. Right? They're aware of it. That's why they're in the church and things like that, and they want to stay in the church where that type of behavior is okay. They want to stay in the black conscious community where they can be degenerates, where they could talk about peace and black power, but then they could still act like a bunch of damn degenerates and niggas. But peace and black power and red, black, and green, right? Right. They could listen to Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj or wherever they listening to this coon hop music, this degenerate coon hop, and twerk. Who is the devil? The devil is anyone who follows degenerate and negative and irrational and illogical behavior. That's the devil, right? Degenerate behavior, low-natured behavior, unnatural behavior, submental behavior, that which is absent of logic, rationale, that which is driven by emotion. That's the devil. And any man and woman can house that low-grade energy. Who is God? God works off of the other end of the devil, back and forth. One is not over the other. They equal. They together. Right? That's why we ain't following the God or the devil. Does this have anything to do with the state that they're in, black people? Yeah. That's why you will stay in that low state, because you're going to keep bouncing back and forth between God and the devil, and you'll never be able to make righteous and logical judgments that are absent of good and evil, that are absent of emotion. And like I said, you so-called atheists, y'all in the same boat. All of you atheist, conscious, black nationalists, all of you religious people, y'all all the same, man. Y'all all follow the devil. Y'all all are the beast. And that's it. Join us tomorrow night for the next Mentellect Radio broadcast. I am the intellectual Nuben Menkarayzz. This has been Mentellect Radio. And go to my GoFundMe account, Nuben Doc Menkarayzz. Go to the GoFundMe account. I'm raising money to make a film. I'm going to raise money to make a film. You've been liking our documentaries under Mentellect Channel 144 and Mentellect Radio. Now we're going to make a full-length film. We're coming to make a film. So go to my GoFundMe page under Nuben Doc Menkarayzz, D-O-C-K. I took that nickname as a way of paying homage to my teacher, Dr. Malachi York, who they used to refer to as Doc. It's like a little nickname I took on for him. Good night. See y'all tomorrow night.
It's the Republic of Mentellect, rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, I'm in, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue. Superman, Superwoman, that's me and you. The infinite capabilities that we can do.